Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sashi, founder of the CRNA Club. So let's get right to it. What are 5 things that I would do differently if I was applying to CRNA school this year, 2023? Number 1, I would shadow some more. Competitive applicants can have close to 40 hours of shadow experience. And the more you shadow, the more you're going to get a deeper understanding of the profession. So one thing, if you've been around in my community for any time at all, is you know that I'm really big on starting early. I want you to be proactive. So if you are in nursing school, absolutely shadow a CRNA. Number 1, that's hours counted toward, your overall goal of maybe 40 hours. But second, it's going to give you a general idea of, okay, these are the things I need to start doing. It's going to kind of light a fire under you. And over time, as you shadow more and more, you're going to get a deeper understanding of the profession. And the more you shadow, you're going to meet more CRNAs. You're going to connect with more contacts. You're going to get to hear different perspectives on the CRNA profession and hear everybody's journey. You're going to start to build connections in the CRNA community, and it's so valuable. The CRNA community is really small, believe it or not. You never know who you're going to meet. So the second thing that I would do if I was applying to CRNA school in 2023 is I'd try harder to get research experience. Now, all CRNA programs are now doctorate level degrees. That means you're going to have to do a research project. And with programs being more and more competitive, it looks really good if you have an understanding of the research process or if you have research experience. How do you get research experience? Check with your hospital. If you're at a big teaching institution, I 100% guarantee you that there's research going on. If you're retaking any science classes or graduate level classes, check with your professors and see if they have any contacts in the research department or if they themselves need any help with research projects. The third thing I would do differently if I was applying to CRNA school in 2023 is I would be more assertive about reaching out directly to program directors and program faculty. I would get my resume together a lot sooner. I'd be sending them my transcripts and my resume, asking them if they'd be willing to meet with me, have a Zoom meeting, so I could learn more about the program, see if we're a good fit, if I'm a competitive applicant. Granted, they might not get back to you, but they may remember your name. They're going to remember that you were eager, that you were being assertive, that you really felt like you wanted to learn more about them and their faculty members, right? You would be mind blown just to know how many people have emailed programs and they've said, absolutely, let me set up a Zoom meeting with you next week, 30 minutes, let's chat. Right? And then they are just so impressed, and that is kind of their ticket in. Or you've even had a meeting with a program faculty member and they're like, yeah, come sit in on a class, talk to our students, right? It's as much as they're interviewing you, you're interviewing them as well. You're just trying to build those connections, right? It's gold. The fourth thing that I would do differently if I was applying to CRNA school this year is I would start on my essays a lot earlier. And with applications being so competitive, it might come down to your essay. And especially now that all programs are doctorate degrees, there is greater emphasis being placed on your essay and your ability to write. I recommend to my students that they're starting their essays at least 3 months before your application deadline. You're going to have time for somebody to review it. This is really a chance to highlight your best assets and really make an impression. So the admissions committee reads your essay and they're like, dang, I want to meet this person. Let's invite them for an interview. So that is the fourth thing that I would do differently is I would start on my essay a lot earlier. I would get a lot of people to read it. I'd really work on it. So the fifth thing that I would do differently if I was applying to CRNA school again is I would spend more time doing school research. When I was applying to CRNA programs, I mainly chose programs in cities that I could see myself living in and maybe that had really prestigious names. I didn't do much research into the class size, tuition, clinical site type, if they had all CRNA practice sites, or what types of regional experience they gave to students. I was just desperate to get in and I wanted it to be a big name. If I were to apply again, I would definitely spend more time looking at programs and trying to connect with current SRNAs in that program. I'm really happy with the program that I went to, and I think I got lucky, but I was very naive about the process. Look into if your program has a really strong peripheral nerve block rotation. That is a big deal. It's been a big deal, but even more so, you really need to have good block experience. And when I say block, I mean ultrasound experience, doing peripheral nerve blocks for shoulder surgery, knee surgery. It's a really big skill that will make you very marketable. Some programs have very good block rotations for their students. I'd also look in to see if the programs had any all CRNA practice sites, like independent practice sites. That would be a big deal. Overall, with programs being more competitive than ever, it's important to get started creating a plan for your CRNA school application process early. And when is a good time to start? Well, it's as soon as you graduate nursing school, or even if you're in your last year of nursing school. It's really the sooner the better. So if you are looking for help developing a strategy or a plan, or simply just need guidance on the application process, we have our signature program, Application Accelerator, which helps walk you through every step of the application process and has some great tools in there for you as well, like a school database, resume templates, application tracker. And our CRNA School Database is our most popular product, where you can find programs that you meet the requirement for in a matter of clicks. So anyway, those are the 5 things that I would do differently if I was applying to CRNA school again. All right, I hope that's helpful. I will see you on the next one.